Top of the morning. Have some coffee with me. I just got in not too long ago. And I gotta go back later. But I wanted to do a live, not a pre-recorded. Not a pre-recorded. There has been so many lessons that I've learned in a short amount of time. See, in his absence, right, 14 years ago, 14 years in his absence, I found who I was as a independent entity because I felt so misplaced when he was gone. I was so in love with a person outside of myself that in his absence, I felt misplaced, totally discombobulated. I had no idea what I was going to do. And I had no choice but to pull myself together. It was very hard because, when you're pregnant, your hormones is all over the place. So that was one strain on my mental and on my emotions. But then on top of being pregnant, the person that I was in love with was, excuse me, the person that I was in love with was no longer around. And then on top of that, I had to go through this pregnancy alone, and I had so many disappointments. So many disappointments because, contrary to popular belief, I always felt highly of myself. And here I was in this motherfucking basic ass bitch situation. And I was disappointed in that alone. And I did everything that I needed to do to come up out of that. I never ran from my feelings. I wish I could have. Maybe that was a blessing in being pregnant at that time because I was so emotional. It would not allow me to escape in any type of way. Being pregnant also forced me to find an outlet, a release, but also to kind of not rush myself through it, but like I had to put some type of time frame on that process because I didn't want my emotions to ultimately affect the baby. Like they say, everything that's going on inside of your body will show up on the outside. So I didn't want that to happen. So I went to church every motherfucking Sunday. Every Sunday. At this time, I was at a job that allowed me weekends off. So every Sunday I went to church. Every Saturday when I would do my cleaning of the house, I had to listen to gospel, I worship, I praise. And, well, not just that. I listened to old school R&B. And so there was things that, you know, you know how those songs hit. They hit different when you're going through some shit, right? And so I got through it. Thank God I got through it. This is what had me pause right here just now for a second. Um, because I know people change. I know they do. I have to come to terms with him no longer being that person. That person that I fell in love with, that nigga gone. That nigga ain't coming back. He gone in more ways than one. That nigga didn't just leave physically, but the person that I fell in love with emotionally is gone. So he's physically a being alive and well somewhere, but internally for me he's gone. So while he was someone that I definitely loved at that time, he's no longer that person. And so during this breakup, I mourned a lot, and I think that's what got me, or maybe extended my grieving process, because according to the books I read and the research I did, I went through all the stages of grieving, but it was like it was just I felt like stuck in certain areas. I felt stuck, and like I was stuck on anger for a while, and I was stuck on the pain for a while, and of course I'm no longer in that space, and I'm so thankful to the universe, and I'm so thankful to God that I'm not stuck in that space. I'm not anymore. But here's why I believe I was stuck in that space, because that is a long time to be dedicated to someone. Anytime you're giving your valuables, your resources to someone outside of yourself, that is a big investment. And to get nothing back on my return, I think was a form of devastation for me. And here's the plot twist. I don't even think, I still call it denial, call it what you want, but I don't even fucking think that it has anything to do with me being upset that we're not together. That's not it. The return on my investment means like even like right now. Okay, so we're separated. He's not even a father. He doesn't have a role, and that is hurtful to me as a parent. Um, because as a diversified thinker, like I like to say, I don't like to say overthinking, because overthinking has such a negative spin on it. So as a diversified thinker, there's so many ways that I think about that. Now, on one hand, it could be a good thing, because mentally, if he's not in a space to be able to parent, well, I I just, that's a form of relief for me, because I don't want any negativity, parental negativity and low vibe. I don't want that for my sons. Okay, I don't want that for them. So that's one way of looking at it. And another way of looking at it is, you know, it is quite possible that he's just the type of person that is not a parent, that doesn't have parenting within him. And that makes me feel bad for my boys, and it pisses me off, you know? And without trying to overthink it, those are the two factors that I juggle with as far as his parenting goes. Um, but then other things that played a major part in the separation was, I wasn't just mourning the loss of him as a significant other. I was mourning the loss of my old life. We I felt at that time he was my best friend, and not even aware enough at the time to understand that it was a trauma bond. But nonetheless, even as it being a trauma bond, it was pure to me. It was sincere, genuine love. I was just totally in love I was in love so much, I waited 14 years for that man to come back into my life physically. And I did what I thought was all the right things to do as a significant other, as a mom, and even as a woman of becoming, right? And wherever he may be mentally, I just came to terms with another realization, right? In his return, we fought a lot. And I used to tell my sister-in-law, I used to tell her, he don't want to be here because I'm an action type of person. I go by actions. That's my action is my love language. Um, for him, not so much. For him, it's a conversation. For me, it's much more than that. I.e., you can now understand why, or maybe get some type of insight why I stayed around those motherfucking 14 years. Because love is is an action word to me. You could tell people that you love them all you want, but if your actions isn't following up with that, then I mean, maybe for some people, but for me, if your actions isn't following up with that, then I question the sincerity of the love. So, okay, you know, um, we fought a lot. We fought a lot. And the part of me that wasn't processing that information is, where was my love? And I don't mean him. I mean, where was my appreciation from his aspect? I'm saying, I know I can't speak on behalf of someone else, but this is my perception of him. After waiting all of this time for your return, after taking the necessary steps and precaution to ensure that you had a safe haven upon your return, to ensure that you were sufficiently um, taken care of by the basic living standards today's world, because you was gone for so long, so I had all the basics covered. And there were decisions made on his behalf. excuse me excuse me he made conscious decisions to argue with me and fight with me. And this is how I arrived at this decision with my sister-in-law. And I told my sister-in-law, I was like, yo, he don't want to be here, yo. You can't, like, I know that I saved it because at this point I was saying this to her a lot, but the math wasn't mathing for me. It just wasn't. He don't want to be here, and he's fighting himself to be here. He doesn't want to be here. And, you know, it was brought to my attention that he could possibly be institutionalized. Even with that, that was shown to me that if you are institutionalized, you did not allow yourself time to decompress and detox some of those emotions and affiliations with truly being free mentally as well as physically. You didn't process that shit. And he had, I'm speaking third party, but you get what I'm saying. He had plenty of time to process this shit. Even up until the last year of him coming home, down to the last couple of months, up until the time that he got home. Because I didn't put any type of pressure on him to go out and be this productive citizen. This is why I had everything set up a certain way, because I just figured, I work in a fucking environment. I see things. Everybody's fucking different. What I see is, okay, the support has to continue even upon his return. So I set things up in a way where all his basic living was covered. So that's all he really needed to do. was just decompress, detox, and try to find himself outside of that environment that he had grown accustomed to in that time. That's what I was thinking that I was doing. But he spent the block on me and informed me that I wasn't helping him, I was enabling him. You see where the manipulation came in at? I wasn't helping him, I was enabling him. And it's fucked up. Because all that time waiting for somebody to come home, you're waiting to be loved, you're waiting to be understood, you're waiting to be appreciated, you're waiting for these things, these emotional needs to be met. You're waiting for them from one particular person, and I never fucking got it. I never fucking got it. Not even a simple thank you. And I wasn't looking for it. I was never looking for it. I didn't begin looking for it until we got into this space of arguing all the time, all the time, all the time. Then I began to say to myself, oh, this is an ungrateful, disrespectful ass motherfucker. This motherfucker want to argue and fight with me all the time about asinine shit, about dumb shit. To me, it was asinine and fucking dumb. You want to argue about what the fuck happened in your motherfucking absence. You want to argue about what I could have possibly done when you wasn't fucking here. You want to argue about why I'm at work all the fucking time and why we can't spend time. Like, to me, it's asinine. I don't want to say it was irrelevant, but at the time, when I felt like we should have been building, I was saying to myself, if you want to argue with me about those things, and not that they're not important, because, well, we'll be able to speak on it. We can speak on it. But before we get there, where is my compassion? Where is my friendship? Where is my loyalty? Where is my affection? Where is my appreciation? I was not allowed, he did not create a space for me to be vulnerable with him. He didn't create a safe space for me to be myself. So it's very hard for me to be a lover. Very hard. Because my hormones and my pussy is directly attached to your treatment of me. And if you're treating me fucked up, there is no type of way that I will ever be aroused by that. I don't give a fuck about how you're, but okay, we want to be attracted to the people that we care about, the people that we love and that we in relationship. Of course we want, but attraction isn't key. Attraction isn't the first motherfucking thing that you think about when you have wronged someone. And so he looks great, but his fucking mind is, let me tell you how fucked up he almost had me. One of my homeboys called and checked up on me. What's going on? How's the mister? How's life? Was good? I'm happy for you. Everything was good. What's good? This is immediately after I purchased this home. All the documents, everything was signed. We're now looking at a moving date. I could not even be happy in that process. I just felt like this is just something else I got to do for my family, for us to get a fresh start. Not just him, my boys, all of us. So my homeboy like, yeah, what's up? What's good? You good? I'm happy for you. What's going on? He don't even know nothing about, because when I went to do everything I needed to do for the house, I didn't tell anybody. I just went and did what I needed to do. So after, when Nicole checked up on me, I was like, yeah, so everything went good. And now we just looking at a move-in day. So he like, whoa, like move-in day. He said, oh, you moving? I said, yeah, I got a house. I got a townhouse. That motherfucker said, oh shit, get the word. Yo, that's fucking mad dope. Congratulations. You've made a major move. Everything is just going up for you. And I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to be a witness to that shit. When he said that, I broke down in tears. He heard me crying because I was like, right? And he's like, well, you should cry happy tears because all of this is elevating. That is a major step. He had no idea that I was crying because the recognition of hard work and sacrifice, the appreciation I wanted from my man and never got it. So when he told it to me as a friend, it touched me. Shortly after the nigga came home, we took a trip. We went to New Orleans. I organized the fucking trip. Again, love is an action word. I'm telling him I love him, but I'm trying to explain to him, listen, you done gave enough time to all of these other, and I'm talking about to the fucking system. Because 14 years was his longest bid, but it wasn't his first. All this time, and y'all bitches, y'all murder mommies, as I used to call us back in the days, the wives of hustlers. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You gave enough time to other motherfuckers. While you was doing that time, I was busting my ass to make our living situation better. I gave enough time to other motherfuckers. So you know what I think we need to do? I think we need to fucking live now. Live. Let's enjoy each other in our age now. Let's get to know each other. Let's enjoy each other. Let me help you understand what I've grown to be about. Yeah, I'm going to work, but I play hard. I play hard. We going to play hard. So let's do this. All for that motherfucker to give me his ass to kiss. When that motherfucker first came home, I broke it down to him. I said, yo, you've been going a long time. Let me tell you something. It's motherfuckers that file bankruptcy from individual people to businesses. They file bankruptcy. All their debt is forgiven or, paid off or whatever during this time. And they're able to start fresh. You've been gone for that amount of time. So here's what I need for you to consider. You love working out. I say you become a personal trainer. You don't have to be a personal trainer, but I'm just trying to put two and two together since you love working out. Let's promote you. Fuck going out and working for somebody else, because I do it. I'll go out and work for somebody else. I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing, but anytime you want to consider working, I think you should consider working for yourself. And if you have any ideas, I'm more with it to listen to it, to see how we could bring it into fruition. But being a personal trainer is just what hit the top of my mind because of what I've always known about you. He's always worked out and he's always been in great shape. So he was like, all right, we could start there. I'm with that. So the little coins that I had, I poured into One's Fitness, which was the beginning of an entrepreneur mentorship of his personal training experience. So I supported in any way that I could, me and the boys. From the making of the name to videos to we supported. For that motherfucker to make a conscious decision after all of that time to tell me, fuck you. Because that's what he said. The demise, what took the fucking cake for me, because there was a lot of incidents in between that I'm sure at one time I'll visit. The boys went to the city. They were gone for 2 days. The whole fucking 2 days they were gone, we argued. Now, I was off from work, which made it ideal for me because I'm thinking, okay, we are going to have us some grown time and a good fucking time. And I had these little things made up in my mind that we could do, things that we used to do before. And I thought maybe it would trigger some type of good memories. We'll be able to converse more, yeah. So, but we argue. We that motherfucker argued me down for 2 days and fought. The last day fought. And it just came to me that no matter what I did for him, it was never enough. This is in the midst of the argument. Not just the good I've done, but the emotional support. Not just the physical support, not just trying to make sure he good, the emotional support. And that's when I realized he had a fight going on within and was going to think that he was going to use me as a punching bag, an emotional punching bag, a physical punching bag, because whatever the fuck he had going on within. And I made my mind right then and there. Nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. Because I'm a whole motherfucking woman, a sensual, loving woman. Everybody that is in my life at this time, no matter what their association is with me, we have a mutual understanding and I have a sincere love for these people. And you ain't coming in here and fucking interrupting that. You ain't coming in here and fucking with me for being me because I'm not no fucked up person. So obviously you got somewhere else that you want to be. Now, I'm not a man. I don't know his motherfucking thought process. I don't know if it was egotistical. I think that played a role in it. But whatever the fuck it is that he was going through, he never spoke with me about it and trying to make himself better or and trying to find solutions for him or for us. It was always a fight. And I got tired. And that motherfucker stood in my face just like this. And he yelled to the top of his fucking lungs, fuck you, fucking bitch, fuck you. And that shit, if nothing else ain't break me, if him going away 14 years, if me being pregnant and going through that pregnancy alone, if nothing else ain't motherfucking break me, bitch, that did it. That did it. I don't know what it was about that moment. I don't know. But that did it. I love myself too much to allow people to think they're going to treat me any type of way. Because I'm going to say it again, I'm not no fucked up person to think or for you to be okay. Anybody, not just him. Now I'm talking about so-called friends, associates, any fucking body that want to be in my space. It's never okay for you to make a conscious decision, for you to decide at all, conscious or not. You did this, you're aware of what the fuck you're doing. There's no motherfucking way that you could ever decide and think that you're gonna treat me any old type of way and I'm gonna go with it. And if you are that type of person that sees somebody sincerely loves you and cares about you and decide to treat them fucked up, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. But whatever it is that's wrong with you ain't the fucking fault of the person that is sincerely loving on you. It got every fucking thing to do with you. I have removed myself. He left. Don't get me wrong. He left. He left. Because that shit right there, I couldn't eat that night. I couldn't speak. I couldn't. The motherfucker took the car. And he left, right? He packed the shit, took the car, left. Excuse me. These is tears coming out through my nose because I'm holding myself back from crying. Yeah. But I'm good. So I'm thinking that he's going to his, family house. And I'm telling him, like, yo, you don't have permission to take my fucking vehicle. Because, see, now I'm getting on my boss shit. Meaning, in the beginning, all of this, whatever it is, I don't give a fuck if it's a little or a lot. But whatever I had, I was more than willing to share with him. Like, look, this is ours. This is ours. This is ours. But you making decisions to treat me fucked up? Let me just put all this shit out on the motherfucking table to help you understand what the fuck is really going on. Because right now, I think you're delusional. You don't have permission to take my fucking car. The truck and the car is fucking mine, nigga. You don't have permission to fucking take it. You're leaving. I get that. So it's incumbent upon you to get where the fuck you need to go. You not have permission to take my car. That motherfucker said, well, take me to the motherfucking airport. Because if you don't take me to the airport, I'm going to leave this shit in the middle of the fucking road. And at that time, I believed that he would do it. So I took him to the fucking airport. I basically rode in silence. Because he drove. He drove. He wouldn't give me the keys. He fucking drove. All right. To the airport. And that motherfucker said, you used to be a star to me. I didn't say nothing. Took his shit, which was really also the shit that I got him. Because when he arrived, he didn't have a motherfucking pot to piss in. You understand? He left with what he had and came back with what he had nothing. Ain't nothing I could do with the shit anyway. All right. Gathered all the shit, suitcase, all that shit. Got out the car. He want to have a conversation. I don't want to talk at this point. At this point, it's nothing to say because my love language is action. At this point, you have stated, I don't give a fuck what your mouth is saying at this point. Your actions have shown me what I originally told my sister-in-law. You don't want to be here. And you're fighting with me because you don't want to be here. And you have done everything that you needed to do to ensure that you're not here. Because let me tell y'all something. 2 days the boys was gone. 2 days we fought. Who the fuck got money and purchased a plane ticket to leave in 2 days? So this was pre-planned. All this shit is coming to me. Like, oh shit. Because you and I bitches, y'all know if we going somewhere, it has to be already planned. I don't know no motherfucker unless you rich and you have a jet or a personal plane. I don't know no motherfucker that could buy tickets and leave the same motherfucking day. He got out, took his shit, whatever. I got in the car, I left, came back home. That was it. That's not, oh, it's so much more to the story, but in summary, this is why I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Bitch, what it take to sustain me is what it takes to sustain yourself. This is the woman that I've become. I'm not inauthentic. I'm so real. I've always been fucking real. It's just who I am. I'd rather deal with the hurt of being real or the repercussions, like whatever truth is in being real, because I gotta be authentic. I gotta be who I am. I'd rather deal with that than to deal with the pain of fronting or faking. I'm not doing it. I'm just not. I don't have to. I don't want to. I don't have the time or resources or energy to put into that shit. I just don't. What I need, what I want from a significant other, he could not provide. He couldn't even provide human decency to me. Human decency is a minimum standard of humanity. It's the minimum standard of humanity. Couldn't even decency. Everything was this uproar of disrespect, of trying to hurt me, of trying to bring me down in some shape, form, or fashion. Like I said in my previous video, every other fucking day, it was an argument about something. And so the year that he returned and the year that he stayed with me, I got nothing. So this is what I got. 14 years of false hope, lies, manipulation. For him to come home and give me more lies, disrespect, abuse on all levels. This is why I can't go back. This is why I may have my moments of I still may have my, I may mourn, I may grieve, I may, hurt. I may have my moments because, disappointment still comes because of who you convinced me and lied and told me that you were. Disappointment comes from because I actually thought that you had become a man in that motherfucker because I became a full woman. Disappointment comes because of not just who I thought you were, but who I thought you would be to these boys in here and to me. Nigga, you did. I was, I never even realized I put me and my sons on enemy lines fucking with that nigga. I brought that nigga into the apartment, into the home, whatever space that I created, me and them boys, you hear me? And them boys dedicated themselves to assisting me in creating this space because of me. Because this is who I love. This is who this my nigga right here. This who I'ma be with. And in support of me. And they see how I maneuver because of him. They came into alignment with me. My family too came into alignment with me. Like, this is him. All right, we got you. We got y'all. Emotional support, physical support. You understand what I'm saying? My family, my team. I call them my team. I actually call them the unit. It's not a lot of us, but we are mighty force. I call them the unit. They band together with me off of the strength of love I had with that nigga for that nigga to come home and tell me, fuck you, bitch. And until this day, I was never provided closure. I had to create my own closure. I'm all right with that now. In the beginning, I wasn't though. Because I was like, damn, at the very fucking least, at the least you could fucking do is talk to me. The least you could fucking do is sincerely apologize because you did some foul shit. You a foul ass nigga. That's the least you could fucking do. You can't, nigga couldn't even do that. I don't know what maybe, maybe in not providing closure, he felt like it's leaving something open. See, I'm not a fucked up ass person, so I can't really come to any conclusions of why the fuck he never assisted in providing closure, but it's all good. I found my own fucking closure. And that's just is what it is. And it catapulted me into starting this motherfucking channel because I noticed that as Black women, we're always told to shut the fuck up. I don't care how nice somebody say it or how rude somebody say it. But whenever we have a response or an opinion, not 90% of the time we told to shut the fuck up. From the doctors in the fucking delivery room or the doctors to in the trauma unit to motherfucking our significant other who may be intimidated by the women that we are. We are always told nicely or rudely to shut the fuck up. And I can't do that shit. And I don't promote that motherfucking shit. And if you the type of motherfucking woman that for you to heal, you go within, okay, I respect that. But I definitely not with motherfuckers going inside to heal because they don't got no other place to go and heal. They don't have nobody that can understand what it takes to fucking heal because they was never able to express it. Or the person we chose to express it to either don't have the space for, or they don't fucking care, or they use it to manipulate later on down the road, or they use it against us. They plant little fucking seeds because they always felt some type of fucking way. Or if it's the nigga that we dealing with that cause a fucking pain, he don't want to take accountability or responsibility, so he want to shut us up. I'm tired of motherfuckers telling me to shut the fuck up. I'm tired of it. I can't heal that way when I'm fucking internally in pain. I gotta release this shit. And this is one of the ways I fucking release it. And if he don't like it or whoever else don't like it, I don't give a fuck. This is the shit that, you know how they say America created their own monsters because they act one way and then they turn around and do something else. This is exactly what the fuck he did. So motherfucker, if you didn't want motherfuckers to know how you really was, you should have never put me in a fucking position to expose your ass. And you know how I expose you? Because you're a fucking liar. You're a liar. All right? And yes, I'm talking to him. You a liar. You a manipulator. You a fucking front end. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. The whole fucking time that I had you on a fucking pedestal, like you was this nigga, it was because of the love I had for you. That's another fucking thing we do as women. We fall in love with these motherfucking niggas and we put them on a fucking pedestal. Niggas don't even be all that. Facts. Niggas don't even be all that. A lot of times, if it don't apply, let it fly. Because I'm about to kick some shit that a lot of people ain't gonna like. A lot of times, niggas don't even get pussy off the strength of who they are. Niggas get pussy off the strength of their bitch. Because motherfucking people look at their bitch and be like, and now look at the nigga she fucking with like that, like really fucking with, like, that's her man? Oh. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas don't even have a lot of niggas, not all, like I said, if it don't apply, let it fly. But a lot of niggas don't have the self-awareness, the self-worth, and they don't even understand or know who the fuck they are. We, as women, look at them, we get a glimpse of their potential, and we start trying to elevate these niggas and push these niggas up. And we do. And we help to create the man that they're becoming. And now other bitches want to come in late or later on and see him as a certain type of man and be like, And these stupid ass niggas fall for this shit every time. But it's all good. Nobody perfect. Nobody perfect. But when you fall for that bullshit and show disrespect to the motherfucker that held you in such high regard from the motherfucking gate, nigga, now I'ma expose you. You really not shit. And I'ma take accountability and say, damn right, I fell in love with a nigga that ain't shit. A lot of us fucking do. Let's be real about that shit. A lot of us fucking do. Because our love for the nigga is so pure. We do not see his faults as him being a not shit person. We see his faults as something that the love we pour into him can change his faults into empowerment, into something better. Okay, he got potential. Yeah, I like this nigga. Oh, this is wrong. This is wrong. That ain't wrong. But you know what? Who am I to judge and say this is wrong? You know what? I'm going to love up on him. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And he going to change. Let me tell you something. That motherfucker 49 years old. He going to be 50. Ain't no motherfucking way that nigga going to change. Not for no better. And if he do, because I can never put a cap on the miracles of God. If he do, that's a beautiful thing. If he could change and become a productive member to people who invested in him, fuck society. If he could become a productive person to himself, for himself, so that people around him, his family that invested in him, could reap the benefit. You know what's the return on the investment? You know what's the return on the investment? Just having a sincere rapport and relationship with the motherfucker. Because when you love somebody, you only want to see them do good. You only want to see them elevate. That's it. Once you see them doing good and elevate and you see them doing it, you're like, oh, that's my nigga. I knew that nigga was going to pull up. It's when these motherfuckers choose to become good with nothing. They don't understand the value of fucking anything. You don't understand the value of the people that played a part in your survival of one of the worst motherfucking times in your life. Nigga, fuck you too. I can say that now. That's just the type of fucking time I'm on. Because now I just don't have the space in me to give a fuck anymore. I don't have it. Because I had it and that nigga kept his motherfucking foot on my neck. I never deserved that. When all I wanted, if I was able to want anything, was reciprocation. I wanted affection. I wanted love. I wanted to be with the person that I loved. I wanted him to be all right with being with me. I want us to continue to build together, whichever that may be. And even if we couldn't be together, even if he said to himself, you know what, this ain't me. I really wanted it to be, but right now in my life, or just, this, I can't do this. But I love you, T. And I appreciate you, and I'm going to do the best I can outside of the home. I'm going to do the best I can to be a better person so that at least we could be cordial. I don't even look at the nigga the same way. I don't look at him the same way. And there's a lot of people in his family I don't look at the same way. Because, like I said, motherfuckers is quick to say that they love you. They say that they love you, but they ain't showing you that shit. They give you bad fucking advice. It's crazy. Niggas bring a whole new fucking meaning. And that ain't everybody. If it don't apply, let it fly. But if it applies, you know you triggered. And this is just real shit if you triggered by any fucking thing I say. Because in any type of capacity that you fucking trigger, it's because you know you ain't shit. You know the shit that I'm saying is real, and it bothers you that somebody got something to say about it. Here I am, here I am, here I am, here I am. It bring a whole new meaning to motherfucking. You know, they would often say, people want to see you doing good, long as you're not doing better than them. Re-examine every fucking relationship in your motherfucking life. I'm telling you. Ain't nothing wrong with re-examining it, because you need to put motherfuckers where the fuck they supposed to be. Reevaluate. A lot of relationships is one-sided. Reevaluate. Motherfuckers was showing you who they fuck. You, I mean, you would just be surprised how what your norm is, what my norm is, ain't the norm for everybody. Niggas look at your norm as you elevating, they'll feel because they've been secretly fucking competing with you the whole fucking time. So now they feel the way or they feel intimidated that they see you elevating and now they start plotting to bring you the fuck down. Whole time, you just doing you. You don't see it as, yeah, I'm up, I'm going up, I'm getting up, I'm a beat. You don't even see it that way. You don't, you praying and you just trying to maintain. That's your whole thing. Man, I just gotta maintain. Motherfuckers is looking at your maintenance, your regular maintenance, and intimidated by that shit. You don't even fucking know it. Because the whole time these motherfuckers you showing genuine love to, because these the motherfuckers that you really fuck with like that. And why you really fuck with them? Because of who you are as a person. Shit be one-sided. You don't even peep it though. You don't even fucking peep it. Whole shit be one-sided, like, oh, this bitch really don't fuck with me the way I fuck with her. Because my self-love, my self-value is not dependent on nobody else. I love myself, so I'm showing love to you. It seems like you're a cool person. All right, I'm gonna fuck with you. Whole time bitches is in they bag about who you are. Your character holds more fucking weight than any fucking thing. That shit bother bitches. So a motherfucker that is looking for some type of direction, somebody in your family come to you looking for some type of direction, you're not even positively trying to put a spin on this, but you not helping a nigga in no type of, but you're helping a nigga by continuing to feed into the ego. So he don't see no wrong with what he's saying or what he's motherfucking doing. You piggybacking off the shit, fucking his whole motherfucking shit in, but you all right with it because you can't fathom the fucking fact that how the fuck this nigga come home and all he doing better than us. That's what they think. They don't even see nigga just trying to maintain. This nigga bitch got him out here just trying to maintain. They looking at some type of competitive type of shit. They don't say, oh, this nigga been down for 14 years. Now he trying to come home and just maintain. They don't say it like that. They don't see it like that. This nigga come home after 14 years. He done moved out the fucking hood. He done moved into a suburb area. He got a fucking car. He got a bitch like, who the fuck this nigga even think he is to be living some type of life like that? Fuck that nigga. No, that bitch, she that. Nah, fuck that bitch. Nah, you understand? This shit is crazy. So trust what I tell you. All right? Because just take my lessons, please, and learn. Everybody ain't got to know you reevaluating who they are in your life. But make the necessary adjustments, baby. Stop wearing the fucking rose-colored glasses because what you're doing is you're delaying the process. The rose-colored glasses don't change the inevitable. It just delays the process. Reevaluate your shit. Everybody motherfucking relationship that's in your life, reevaluate and compartmentalize the motherfuckers accordingly. I'm in a space right now where I can't even exchange energy with people. Because if you got some low vibing, raggedy ass, bum ass motherfucking energy, it's not in me to be that. If you a half ass bitch, I'm not. So I can't treat you the way you treat me. I'm not that type of bitch. I'm a full woman. And everybody that I love, that's how I deal with them in my fullness. I'm sorry. I feel like that's a great trait. I'm not willing to change it. So it means I have to change the people that I'm being full to. And I can't exchange energy. If you ain't shit, I can't be not shit trying to get you to relate. Nah, I just remove myself. You ain't shit, fuck you. Be ain't shit over there and a fuck away from me. If you a half-ass bitch, I feel you. I see you. Be half-ass the fuck over there. I'm just saying. If you're not fucking with me the way I'm fucking with you, there's a process of elimination. That's just, and I'm not sorry. And that's just real fucking talk. I'm at the point in my life where I don't have it in me to do tit for tat. I don't fucking have it in me to try to hurry up and have karma to get you to see how you fucked up or what you. Listen, baby. It's just not, and I'm gonna do another video on that. I'm gonna do another video on that. It just ain't gonna be right now. But baby, I am in such a good space right now. I am such a good space because this motherfucking heartbreak taught me how to compartmentalize motherfucking people, put them in their fucking spaces, and leave them right the fuck there. It made me reevaluate every motherfucking body that I call sis, everybody in my mother that I say is in my motherfucking circle, everybody that I felt in my past that I brought into my present because I'm like, yo, we got years and yo, that motherfucker taught me to reevaluate all these motherfuckers. All of them. And put them where the fuck they supposed to be. And if I cannot fully be me with you, I don't want nothing to do with you. Straight like that. Because they no half-ass bitch gonna try to make me half-ass to deal with her. Nah, bitch. Fuck out of here. But for today, because I realized it's motherfucking 10:30, I gotta get my ass to fucking lay down and relax. My coffee done got cold. I gotta go and relax because I gotta fucking get the fuck out of here and go to work tomorrow. So with that, I want y'all to have a blessed day. I hope nobody wasn't offended at my delivery. I get in my moment and in my feelings. But I want y'all to have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. It seems like it's gonna be a beautiful day today. So you know what that means. Make today a better day for you. I wish you complete and whole healing. I love y'all. Peace.